Hey YouTube, I've actually decided to start making some content again, and I'm actually going to be doing something that I've always wanted to do, which is some Pokemon content. So I've got a Pokemon Soul Silver Let's Play on the way. That's to be played along with my friend who has just made his new YouTube account called HamGames96. He's just there. And I'm also going to be doing some PO battles, which is, if you don't know, PO is Pokemon Online. So first things first, as I've said, I'm going to be having a battle with my friend. He's going to be using two different teams, and I'm going to be using my one team. As you can see, my team is just a basic Sun team, which consists of a Ninetales, Infernape, Gliscor, and then a Venusaur, and then you got a Metagross and a Dragonite. Okay, so my Ninetales has Flamethrower, Will-O-Wisp, Solar Beam, and Hypnosis. It also has max special attack and max speed to try and outspeed any other Pokemon on the field. It's female, and it is... what nature is it? Oh yeah, it's also holding leftovers, and its nature is... where the hell is its nature? Timid. It's timid nature, Ninetales. Okay, so we have an Infernape as well as my second Pokemon. Has max attack and max speed. Also has a bit boost in its special attack because of the overheat. As I've just said, I have overheat, close combat, U-turn, and Stone Edge, and it is a hasty nature carrying a life orb. I have a Gliscor with Substitute, Protect to try and scout what my opponent's going to do, Earthquake and Ice Fang with max HP, sort of max defense, well no, near enough to max defense, a little investment in speed, I think, no, yeah, a little investment in speed and impish nature. My fourth Pokemon is a Venusaur with max special attack and max speed because it's a slow Pokemon anyway, and it is a modest nature with a chlorophyll ability. It's carrying leftovers, and I forgot to mention my Gliscor is carrying Toxic Orb. Now for my fifth Pokemon we have a Metagross. In its place at first we did have an Espeon, which carried Hidden Power Rock, I think, which was just for coverage with Dragon types. But this is an Adamant nature with Meteor Mash, Hammer Arm, Bullet Punch, Pursuit for when things are going to be switching out, with max attack and max HP with a little investment in defense. It's carrying a Choice Band. And my sixth Pokemon is Dragonite, which is an Adamant nature, obviously, so I can get the max damage possible, with a little investment in attack, because obviously you don't need it because of the Adamant nature, max hit points and, well, HP, and a nearly full investment in speed, with Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw, Fire Punch, and Roost, which is just a basic Dragonite set. Right, okay, so now we've been through all that, I'm going to actually face Ham now. Let me just find him. ABCD, blah 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 blah. HamGames96. Okay, he has a Pikachu, a Drapion, Meganium, Charizard, Dragonite, and an Alakazam. I take it he's leading with the Pikachu then. So I'm just gonna quickly edit in my team builder. Actually, no, forget it, I'm just going to leave it. I was going to make it so my Gliscor led instead, but no. I'm just going to keep it. Right, let me just find him. There we go, HamGames96, as I've said, been through his team already. Lead him with the Pikachu. Here we go. When he eventually accepts. Dun 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 dun. I'll just text him, accept me, please. Oh, here we go. So as I said, leads off with the Pikachu. There's a few possible things that could come from this, which I am probably either expecting the T-Wave or the T-Bolt. So I'm gonna switch into my Gliscor just to take whatever it's gonna throw at me. It's brought a hidden power. Now what that hidden power is, I don't know because it did neutral damage. So I'm just going to guess he's gonna switch out, but first I'm gonna scout what he's gonna do. He's using a Volt Tackle. So he has brought a pretty random team here. He's not really experienced with sort of online battling, whereas I am kind of. I know all about sets and everything. This, like I said, is a normal just fire team. So I'm going to go for the EQ, which is obviously super effective, and the Volt Tackle did absolutely nothing because it doesn't have any effect on Gliscor because he's part ground. Now, I don't know what I'm expecting to come out here. It could be it's the Charizard. I was about to say that. So predicting obviously a fire move which would rip my Gliscor to pieces. I will go into my Infernape, and he went for the Overheat, which was kind of an obvious move from him, but this is sort of like my secret weapon for the kind of dragons and flying types, which is Stone Edge on an Infernape. It's quite an obvious move, I know it's quite an obvious set on an Infernape, but I'm just going to keep it that way. Okay, hurry up. So he goes into his Drapion, or Drapion, however you want to say it. I'm going to go for a U-turn and switch into my... What can I switch into? I'm going to switch into my Gliscor, and he's brought the Aqua Tail, which is another quite random move, but I'm going to go for an EQ because I know it does quite a lot of damage against Drapion. He's gone for a hidden power, which again I don't know what that hidden power is because it's neutral to my Gliscor, so I'm going to go for another EQ and just finish off. So he brings out the Dragonite, which isn't a really clever move considering I have the Ice Fang, which I'm guessing he doesn't know that. So I'm just going to set up a quick substitute and see what he goes for, which he goes for the Stone Edge, which with a Dragonite set, that is quite useful to have if you're coming up against other dragons. So now that I'm safely behind a substitute, I'm just going to go for the Ice Fang and keep spamming Ice Fang. We went for a Draco Meteor and unfortunately missed the attack, which is kind of hacksy, I know, but I'm just going to take it, and he survives with 1 HP. So I'm just going to use another Ice Fang just to finish his Dragonite off. And now I'm going to go into my Dragonite and do what his couldn't, which is attempt to get up a sweep, or sweep hit the last two of his Pokemon. Go for another Dragon Dance, just kind of finish him off. Go for a Dragon Claw, because it's definitely going to outspeed this Alakazam right now. There we go, and Meganium is going to be easily taken care with a Fire Punch. Okay. And now I'm going to tell him to switch to his normal team, which I kind of know quite a bit about. And I know what... Well, why did I put switch to his normal team? No, I kind of know quite a lot about his normal team that he usually brings. It's again quite random, not very blah 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 blah. You get me? It's not very metagame. Okay. Now we just have to wait for him to switch to his other team. Right, so we're back now. He's got together his normal team, which is a team consisting of Scyther, Magmortar, Venusaur, Blastoise, Dragonite, and Absol. Obviously, he's gonna again lead with his Scyther, and I'm obviously gonna lead with my Ninetales. So here we go. I'm just for the sake of it gonna go for a quick Flamethrower, just to try and get rid of this Scyther, which is quite a fast Pokemon anyway. But I'm quite confident that my Ninetales can outspeed it. when he eventually decides to go. So he brings out a Dragonite, which is quite a good prediction for him, because otherwise I would have taken his Scyther straight out of this game. So, suspecting maybe the Draco Meteor to try and do as much damage and get rid of my Weather Changer. Okay, he goes for the Stone Edge, which I'm just going to come straight back at him and use the exact same move. He's going to, sadly enough, take out my Infernape this move. So, there he is. I've one Pokemon down now. So, I'm just going to send out my own Dragonite just to try and bait a Draco Meteor on my Metagross, because I know he can take it. Then I'm going to go for a Bullet Punch, which is a priority move, and which he switches out actually. I was going to try and just revenge kill his Dragonite, but he must have predicted it, predicted the Bullet Punch. So, what can I do here to try and take out this? I can either switch to Venusaur, expecting something like a Surf, or I can switch to, well, the Surf would be obvious, or I can switch to Ninetales, hoping that he won't go for the Surf, and try and get off a Solar Beam. But I think instead I'm going to go for the Stab Sun boosted Solar Beam instead. First I'm going to get up a Growth, which isn't going to matter now. I should have just gone for... I could have just gone for the Solar Beam, but instead I'm going to switch into my Dragonite, because I know it can take a Fire Blast pretty well. So I'm just going to Dragon Dance once. And he goes for the Focus Blast, which again I know my Dragonite can take. Go for a second Dragon Dance, and I think from here I'm pretty safe to just try and sweep his whole team. Oh, good. That was kind of a good prediction from him, expecting the Dragon Claw, because that would have taken his Magmortar out. I could have predicted that and gone for a Fire Punch, but I didn't. Now I'm just going to Roost up to try and get some of my health back, and he goes for the Sludge Bomb, which does quite a nice chunk of damage. It's 43% off of my Dragonite's actual health. So I'm just going to try and stall this and go for another Roost. He goes for the Sleep Powder, which luckily enough my Dragonite does carry the Lumberry. And now I'm just going to finish his Venusaur off with a Fire Punch. And I'm not really too bothered about what he brings out next, because I think I'll just be able to, like I said, sweep from here. Dragon Claw is a one-hit KO on pretty much everything. This is going to outspeed his Dragonite, one-hit KO, although he only had 5% of his health left. I'm going to go for the Fire Punch, because I know that will definitely kill in one hit on this, because of the super effective, and it's boosted by Sun, and after 3 Dragon Dances it's not going to take it. Same with this. Oh, again he brings the Sucker Punch all the time on this Absol to try and get a bit of damage in there straight away. And now I'm just kind of getting rid of his team little by little every time. Blastoise, strangely enough, takes the Dragon Claw and roars out my Dragonite, which is pretty decent play from him. But he doesn't again know that I carry the Solar Beam on the Ninetales, which is quite a strange set, I know, but it's good. Well, no, it's not really a strange set, because a lot of people carry it. Good game, my friend. Okay, as I said before, I'm going to do a lot more of this content of Pokemon Online, doing some battles, and I'm going to be starting up, as I said, my Pokemon Soul Silver Let's Play, which is going hand in hand sort of with HamGames96 one, because, like I've already said, when we get to the end of each of our Let's Plays, we'll have these pretty decent teams, hopefully around level 50 odd or something, and we'll get together and we'll put them on Pokemon Online and have a battle to see who raised the better team. I think as I've seen from his channel, he's already picked the Totodile, because I know that's his favourite Pokemon. But this isn't just because of the typing. My favourite Pokemon in the second generation was always Chikorita, and it's probably the hardest one to do it with. So I'm gonna select Chikorita as my starter. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in my Let's Play, which should be up shortly after this. Bye. Also, I forgot to mention in the video that you should definitely check out HamGames' channel. Here is HamGames96. I'll leave the link in the description. Also, as you might have noticed, I'm actually on a new channel. It's called Landorus, and I've just been sorting out all of my avatar and like my layout and everything, and this is where this video will be going and being uploaded. It's going to be mainly Pokemon content, but I'm going to try and actually get some other things on there as well, not just Pokemon, because it can get a bit boring. So, thanks for watching this video, guys. I will see you in my next one, which will be my Soul Silver Let's Play, and I'm looking forward to it. Goodbye.